question for you. Do you know their mom's name? Do you even know their mother's name? I am officially going to implement a brand new rule spread across all the social media. What is the date today? It officially starts right here, right now, because I have had it up to here. No, but I truly have. So this is the new rule. Unless and until you know that person you are bullying on this app or any other app, until you know their mother's name, zip it. I'm so sick of watching online bullying, mass groups of people bullying, berating, slandering. Some going as far as even telling them, why don't you just shuffle off this mortal coil on your own accord? What? And I am sick of it. You guys do understand this. I hope you do. When it comes to TikTok and anybody else on social media, on any platform, we are just people. People with phones. People with phones and something to say. And all by the grace of our Father, many of us who have been given large platforms. But that's it. We're not characters in your favorite sitcom. No, we're not the Phoebe and the Rachel that are the same people in season 1 all the way to season like 532? I think that's how long Friends ran. It kind of felt like it. But no, just because maybe that night in that sitcom, in that one singular show, something might have happened to Phoebe or Rachel. Oh my. The next show and the show after that and the show after that, they're still the same people. And that is not us. We are not characters in your favorite movie or series. We are human beings. And guess what human beings do over time? They learn, they evolve, they grow, and they change. And a good rule of thumb, since most of us have been on this app since 2020, that's 6 years now. If whoever it is that you love to watch hasn't changed, well, that's a pretty good rule of thumb that you're not watching them. You're watching a character. What you're witnessing there is inauthenticity. And spoiler alert, as humans, if you're not growing, evolving, and changing, especially over the course of 6 years, well, clearly there's something you're also not doing. You're not learning. And what a waste of the human experience that would be. Y'all, we are really just people with phones and something to say. Oh, and simply another thing I should point out, we are not the Phoebe and Rachel. We are not paid like actors. Whew, trust and believe. In fact, many of us don't even do it for the money. I mean, what money anymore, right? We do it for you. And over the course of time, there will be things that we don't agree on. There will be things that I believe that you might not. Have I ever once told any of you, you better believe this, or I won't like you anymore? No. I am just sharing my experience just like all the other creators are as well. Again, if they're not changing, then they're playing a character. And in my opinion, I would be kind of leery of that. Because me personally, I like people that are genuine. I like authenticity. And there are going to be good days and there's going to be bad days. There's going to be growth and there's going to be change. But I have had it up to here. I'm going to tell you something. I have gotten the absolute pleasure of getting to know some of the larger creators on this app. Over the years, we have been friends and we have gotten to meet. And I'm going to guarantee you, the people, many of them who I met in 2021, the beautiful, exuberant, confident, happy, loving people that I got to meet, embrace, and become friends with are the same people that over the past couple of years even, that the next time I saw them, I had no idea who they were. Because what I had once seen as a shining, glowing, confident, beautiful, exuberant people, when I saw them the next time after being bullied, berated, constantly shredded on this app, video after video made about them, comment after comment, just ripping them down. Well, the next time I saw them, they were like a shell of a person. And that once beautiful, bright light that I saw coming from them and off of them, all I saw was a very dwindled, tiny little spark. Even then, I only saw it when I would squint. Y'all had chipped these beautiful people down to almost nothing. No, and I'm sorry, not just nothing. They had changed. They had grown bitter and angry, insecure, paranoid, on edge, meaning every beautiful thing about them that had gotten them a large platform because of hateful bullying trolls online who had nothing better to do than to judge, criticize, and completely attack somebody beyond measure and beyond recognition. That absolutely shatters my heart. I've seen it firsthand what it'll do. I have been so lucky, not just on this app, but in life. But if you knew me in real life, you'd know I am the same me you see on this page as you'd see in the flesh. I was bullied and berated last summer. Oh, mocked, scoffed, and slandered so much it affected my family, my friends. I had friends calling me that I haven't heard from since high school. All of them livid, heartbroken, saying, "What are they doing to you?" This is the same Colette I knew in high school that they're seeing here today. You have not changed. You are beautiful. You've always had these gifts and abilities, and you've always been a critical thinker, a truth seeker. You've always seen beyond the bullshit, and you've always called the bullshit out. You don't deserve this. I had to calm down more people who love me than they had to calm me down. In fact, I only saw 2 videos out of apparently the thousands of horrible, hateful, hurtful things people were saying about me. All because I said one thing that they didn't like. Sheesh, really? One thing? That's all it took? Oh, okay. The love, the loyalty. In fact, one of them that started it was my friend. Yeah, that's a lesson in life you get kind of tired of learning now, isn't it? Anyways, although I only saw 2 of the videos, I saw the damage it did to my loved ones. I saw the damage it did to my business. I had to stop working. I had death threats. I had people telling me, "You better watch out. I know where you live." Threats on my family, and it even affected my job. One day, in a system that I used for my business, in a whole building that people would see, I got a message that said, "You greedy effing C word." Everyone in this company that uses this saw. In a business, in a career that I'm highly respected in, I actually had to stop working. Yeah. Irony here is these were Christians that attacked me. I've noticed it. And I only saw 2 of the videos. My Father protected my peace in a way, well, that surpasses all understanding. But even then, although I didn't read the comments, I didn't see the videos, I saw and I heard enough, I see how it has changed me. I see how this beautiful, confident, outgoing, raw, real, unique, and yeah, very peculiar Colette that I have always been, that little confident, loving ray of sunshine that got me to 2.2 million followers. I have hesitated more times when pushing the post button and just putting it in my drafts now. I would have never done that before last summer, ever. But a group of people have now made me petrified to be me. And had my father not protected my peace, because as much as I'd love to take credit for being tough, no, it was him. Had he not, I'd be close to a year, 6 feet under. I'm watching it now. I'm seeing it again. This poor, beautiful girl, Alex. Whew. When I came out in 2022, when I was born again, a psychic clairvoyant medium my entire life, I had 1.8 followers, not 1.8, a person and half a person. No, I had 1.8 million followers when I made that very difficult video that none of us we didn't even have to make. And I'll guarantee you by this behavior, now very few are going to want to make, by the way. No, we could have just saved our own souls and went about our business. But the second I found my salvation, it quickly took a back seat because of you. There was no way in my heart I could leave 1.8 million people led astray through my superstition videos and all of these things that unintentionally I would never do on purpose because I've always been a Christian, but unintentionally through things like superstitions, I was leading my followers further and further from Christ. I made that hard video and I was not met by any hate. I mean, I had a few psychics that I never charged, that were supposedly friends of mine that said, "Ooh, side eye," but that was it. In fact, I was met with so much love, I went from 1.8 million followers within a couple of weeks to 1.9. Oh, how a couple years have changed. 4 years at least. But I am watching what is happening to this beautiful young girl. I believe she's only 22. And I'm done. How many more creators do we have to lose on this app? How many? How many have we lost already? Mothers, daughters, sisters, brothers, sons. Because finally the hate got to be too much. What's the body count now, TikTok? I got onto this app to change other people's lives. And last summer, other people, well, unfortunately, instead this app changed me. Please do not do that to a 22-year-old who has still not even figured out who she is. So, new rule is implemented. Do you know their mother's name? Did any of them know my mom's name? Do you know Alex's mom's name? Or the next person that'll be targeted's mom's name? Because my new rule is, unless and until you know their mother's name, zip it. You never know, after all of the hate and the bullying and the slam, it becomes too much, it might be your comment that pushes them over the edge. The least you could do is know the mother's name. Because of your comment, potentially, her child is gone.